It's a gorgeous, gorgeous day. Oh my god, that bread that I made, you guys, the homemade bread is so good. 19-kilometer long run.
43.89 kilometers.
And today I have my long ride, which is 2 hours on the bike. It's gonna be 7 hours of me with my own thoughts. Good morning, you guys. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, hello, I'm Erica. It's so good to meet you. And if you're not new, welcome back. I'm bringing you through a weekend of training in half Ironman prep. So typically the weekends are when I have my long runs and my long rides, which is exactly what you guys are going to be seeing in this video. So spoiler alert, but today is Friday morning and I have a 19-kilometer long run. So my half Ironman, for context, isn't until March. However, I have 2 half marathons before that. So I'm training for the Miami half marathon with Runna, and I'm running that in January. So I'm getting up to like that peak mileage before I start to taper, which is why my long runs are pretty long right now, even though they don't necessarily need to be for the half Ironman. So that's context for that. And then my long ride this weekend will be a 2-hour ride. And I'm gonna do that with some friends at a group ride, which I'm really excited for. And tomorrow on Saturday, I have a rest day. So Friday long run, Saturday rest day. I've just got a walk planned with one of my friends. And then Sunday is long ride day. I'm feeling good. Today I'm actually going to attempt to practice running without music or stimulation for like maybe 5K. Because fun fact, when you sign up to run an Ironman or to do an Ironman, you also sign up to do the whole thing in silence because you're not allowed headphones. So that's a fun fact that a lot of people don't know. It's like, it's gonna be 7 hours of me with my own thoughts. So we'll see how that goes. But anyways, I wanna get out and get this run done. So without further ado, let's go for this 19K run together.
1 kilometer in, I'm running to the sweet sound of construction. 3K in, so far so good. About to hit 5K and about to hit the hill. So it's time for a podcast, but that actually went by really fast. 7K, 9K, and we're about to turn around. 10K just turned around. 13, 15, feeling good. A little tired. It's actually way warmer than I thought it was gonna be today, but it's a gorgeous, gorgeous day. 18K, 1 to go. And that's a wrap. 19K, average pace 6:15.
Good morning, you guys. It is Sunday. I'm whispering because my husband is still asleep, but it's 6:20 a.m. and I've got my long ride today. We fast forwarded. Yesterday was a full rest day. It was so nice to have a full rest day. I did go on a little bit of a walk, but other than that, I just chilled. And today I have my long ride, which is 2 hours on the bike. So I'm going with a couple of my friends to the group ride, and I'm really excited to get out. It's a gorgeous sunrise right now, so I figured I'd get up a bit early just so that I can film my morning a little bit for you guys, show you what I'm eating, show you how I get ready, and then obviously take you along on the ride as much as I can while still being safe. So good morning, happy Sunday, and let's get into my Sunday morning routine. leaving in 10 minutes, so I'm just getting everything sorted. I gotta throw on my Garmin, but I just put on my outfit and I'm layering today because it's gonna be cloudy and a little cold, and I'd rather be hot than freezing and numb. So I'm wearing this blue shirt from NBO Cycling, my Lululemon Swiftly Tech underneath, my Samsara Cycling fleece-lined cycling leggings, that was a mouthful, and then just some Lululemon socks. And then I'll probably wear my Lululemon running gloves as well, just to keep my hands warm. I'm gonna go braid my hair, pack my water bottle, make sure that I've got everything in my repair kit, and then I think I'm good to go. So I fueled, oh my god, that bread that I made, you guys, the homemade bread is so good. I'm gonna post a recipe for you guys because it's literally 4 ingredients and it takes less than 2 hours to make. So if sourdough overwhelms you, just wait for this recipe. I promise, it's so easy and so good. So anyways, I'm gonna get my bike ready, and then I'm gonna meet my friend and we're gonna head to the group ride. Okay, I just rode for the last hour with this super nice man. He just left, so now I'm actually by myself, but I'm getting close to the starting point, so feeling good. We're about an hour and a half in and 30 minutes left.
All right, we did 2 hours and 1 minute, 43.89 kilometers.
Okay, I feel like my forehead probably looks crazy from my helmet, so we're just gonna ignore that. But the bike ride went really well. I did, like I said, just under 45 kilometers, I think. Something like that. Anyways, I rode for 2 hours at a decent pace. The ride, the group ride, there wasn't as many people as normal. Normally, well, I don't know, it's hard to say. Sometimes there's like 50 people. Last week there was 175 people, which was crazy. So this week felt smaller, and I didn't quite catch the faster group, so I was kind of alone for a second, and then I met up with this other guy and we rode together for most of it, so that was nice to chat. I think the thing with cycling, if you can find a group ride in your area, I would highly recommend, because A, you learn new routes, B, you meet new people that might know more about bikes than you do, especially if you're new. That's what's helped me a lot, is I ride with like the owners of the bike shop and they teach me things about my bike, and it's just nice to not be alone. I don't feel super tired. My legs are like a little bit sore, but I'm excited for my rides to start getting a bit longer. I think come the new year, I'll probably have like 3-hour-long rides. So we'll see how that goes. But anyways, I'm gonna go shower, make myself a smoothie, and then I'm gonna go walk to our local farmer's market, because I go and get sourdough English muffins from there most Sundays, and they're so good. So that's my game plan, and I will catch you guys in a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys how I make my super easy 4-ingredient bread that takes not a lot of time. So I'm gonna start with 1.5 cups of lukewarm water. And then this is a packet of fast rising instant yeast. I'm just gonna mix it in there. I'm pretty sure this is 2 tablespoons, or sorry, maybe teaspoons. Let me double check for you guys. Yeah, 2 teaspoons of dry active yeast, and then I'm gonna mix this together. And some recipes say to let this like sit for a couple of minutes, but I have personally never done that, and it turns out just fine. So if you don't have patience, you're good to go. I'm just gonna add 2.5 cups of unbleached bread flour. 1, 2.5. And then I'm gonna eyeball 2 teaspoons of salt. And then we're just gonna mix all of this together until it creates a dough consistency. And you could mix this in a stand mixer, but honestly, you don't need to. It combines just fine without. And then once you've got it in this kind of mixed dough consistency, we're gonna cover it and let it sit for at least an hour, sometimes 2, and then we'll throw it in the oven. And I'll let you guys know what temperature and what the instructions are once this has risen for about an hour. Okay, it's been just over an hour and it's risen quite a bit. I just covered this with a kitchen towel essentially and let it rise in a warm place. Now I'm just going to lightly flour the counter and kind of shape this into a log form, and then I'm going to put it in my loaf pan that I will spray with a little bit of oil, and then I'm going to throw it in the oven, which I'll tell you guys all the instructions in a second. I don't need a lot, just enough to lightly flour the surface. The tricky part is getting this out. You can see it's pretty sticky, but that's what you want. The yeast is yeasting. All right, and then I just kind of shape it into like a log shape. Sometimes it's stickier than others, but this should work. We just kind of roll her, and then I'll just kind of transfer it into here. It's not that pretty, but it'll work. Okay, so our bread is in our pan. I'm gonna score it, and then you put this in the oven at 400 for 20 minutes, and then you just turn it down to 375 and cook it for another 20 minutes, and it'll get nice and golden. Okay, I think it's done. Beautiful. You can hear like that it's crispy on the outside and it's golden, and I'm just gonna let it set and cool for like 30 minutes before I take it out. It tastes amazing when it's warm, obviously, but I also store this in a container on my counter and it lasts a couple of days. I would say if you don't eat it within like a week, freeze it, but we always go through like a whole loaf in literally 2 days. So that's the recipe. Let me know if you guys try it in the comments.